All right, today we're going to take a look at MargEX. This is where you can trade Bitcoin up to 100x and a few other things. Let's just see what they offer. So they got bank grade, security, KYCs really light, combined liquidity of 12 exchanges in one place. Doing so, that makes it so that they don't have so much wicking like they would on, say, Binance or BitMEX. It's pretty bad over there. Price manipulation protection for the MP Shield system. The cryptocurrency market is volatile and still relatively new. The consequences of price manipulation have been encountered many times on the global market. Damn, ain't that the truth? I mean, if you've traded on Binance or BitMEX, sometimes you see 40% wick out of nowhere. They just, run stops and not cool. So how does MP Shield work? An asset priced on MargEX is dependent on the combined liquidity of 12 different providers. MargEX does not offer illiquid assets with prices that are artificially inflated via false or misleading statements, which are made in order to sell these cheaply purchased assets at a higher price, known as pump and dump. So they got a little something going on there to make that not happen. I have traded here. I like them. Your trading profits can be increased significantly by using leverage. The lower the leverage, the better, until your skill set gets better. The higher that goes, the more risk there is, and definitely increases when there's wicking and things. So you got to understand what to do to reduce your risk. You can register, deposit, start trading. They believe in privacy, I guess, is what I would say mostly. All right, so we'll walk you through. So I'm just going to log in here real quick. I'll blank this part out, and then I'll be right back. Let me just log in. All right, so we're all logged in. Totally fresh account, and this is what you would see. You would be greeted with being shown around, like where everything is at. That part I've already skipped over. So if you just get on here and you're like, oh man, this is so different, you just come up here to support, okay? And you can go to the video tutorials. They've got the 6 start little guide, just real quick. They're very nice. I don't feel they answer everything, but they're good enough, like how to deposit, how to set up your 2-factor, how to open and close a position. And I'll go into depth more on those through some different videos. How to set up take profit and stop loss, and how the referral program works, how to withdraw funds, okay? Those are all really great videos. So you can find that at support. There's your referrals. Settings, like if you want to change, your accounts, your notifications, turn on or off your Google Authenticator, that kind of thing. Here's your wallet, deposits, withdrawals. I don't have anything in here. This is a fresh wallet. I made this so I could just show these videos of like what you would see when you first get in. And then here's your trade setup. When you're at your trade station, you can change the chart, obviously, like anywhere else. You can go there and change the settings. And go in and add the symbol if you like. I don't like a lot of the way that it starts out. I just want to take these lines off real quick. Makes it a little cleaner for me to trade. Okay, so I come in, I set up my charts. I also don't trade Japanese candle on this particular 1 hour sub-minute Elder triple screen war setup. So once you've got your chart set up, you want to come over and you want to definitely look at funding. Funding is right now real costly. I probably would not trade right now. 0.35 for a long and 0.22 for a short. You want to make sure that that's far away. Funding is every 8 hours, and you're always paying at one side or the other. Up here, obviously, like every other exchange, you've got your leverage sliding, how much you can go into risk. Sorry, that's how much money you can put in. This is your actual leverage. Lower the better on this, less risk. You got your limit orders. You got your market orders, you got your stop market. Once you've decided, say you want to trade, 10% of the wallet at, say, 40x or 20x, you would, hit your position, you're in. Once that opens up, you've got your tabs down here to tell you the deal, when it opened, what asset, because you have BTC, Ethereum, XRP, LTC, EOS, YFI, all of it traded in BTC base, so you only deposit BTC, but you trade against these, just kind of like BitMEX or any place else. Got your quantity, your margin, just like right there. Your current price that you got in at, if you went limit or market, it'll let you know like what you ended up with. Your estimated liquidation price, about 95 ROE away, you are liquidated. the commission you paid, and if you sign up, you get like $50 off commission fees or something. How much funding you paid if you ran past the funding, your realized P&L as it's going up and down, and your ROE and your unrealized P&L. You can open positions against them, but you can't add more to the one. Once you're in one, you can come in and adjust your margin. You can click on it, and this is all isolated. You could take it down further and put more money at risk. Sometimes it's better just to take the loss if you've entered wrong or getting it wrong. Either take the position off. I wouldn't add more unless you're far away from funding as well, because that'll just eat you up. Let's see, anything else important in MargEX? Not a lot. That's pretty much the basic tutorial. Just, those are your main things that you want to pay attention to is the funding. Make sure that you're not going too heavy on the leverage. Watch out how much you're putting into the trade. You can always go and look at your active orders, which are 0 right now. You can go look at your position history. You can go look at your order history and see how you were doing, what your track record looking like, and your open positions. Let's see. Other thing I do trade too is I trade from order book to last trades. I like watching order flow myself. It gives me an idea of the speed of the tape. I'm a level 2 trader, and I like to watch order book and last trades at the same time together. They don't offer that here though. So between the two, I just watch the price over here, which is why I set the chart this way when I first got on and set it so I can see the indicator there, symbol name and symbol last price, so that I can watch the books go by. And that's your basics for MargEX. It's a really good exchange. You can make some decent experience and gains here if you kind of know what you're doing. If you don't, best thing to do is put $1 in here. All right. You can trade $1. Take your leverage down and enter the trade and get some screen time. This is one of the best places that you can trade real small for just insignificant amounts, but you're getting live trading experience. You're learning how a platform works. You can make errors for very inexpensive if you're not quite sure what all this stuff does. If you start trying to come in and just make money, you're going to make a mistake and you're going to get hammered. It is best to come in as a new person and, expect to trade 1 to like 200, 300 trades before you even really know what all the buttons do. So limit and market and stop market and how it works on this particular exchange, because every exchange is a little bit different. A lot of times people will jump on MargEX and they'll open up a deal and they're like, okay, I'm long. Oops. And they'll want to go to sell it and say, oh, I'm going to sell a position out. You come back up here and hit this, you're opening the second trade. You actually have to go into that trade and close that trade. And there'll be a little button that'll pop that'll say close trade. Very important. And most people, skip that and then all of a sudden they have 2 open trades and end up losing twice. And if you're only trading $1, that's an inexpensive lesson, because you do need to learn. Trade as small as you can until you're comfortable. Somewhere around 300 trades, you'll have an idea what all these buttons do, the idiosyncrasies of this exchange, what's really relevant to this particular platform. Somewhere around 500 trades, you generally start to notice repeating patterns. You'll notice like times of day where there is going to be a reaction up or down. And it doesn't take much. The higher the leverage you have, it moves a few $100s and you're making a good return. Moves a few $100s against you, you're making a fat loss as well. So once you've got some screen time around 500, you'll start to notice the pumps and the dumps. You'll start to notice how, like Dr. Elder talks about in War on the chart, how that happens. The green army, the red army showing up, how long they rally for. And on the 1 minute time frame, that's all it does. It just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So there's lots of opportunity if you're trading high leverage to get in and make some gains, and also a big chance to make fat losses. So keep your size real small till you're kind of comfortable. Around 500 trades, you'll see some repeating patterns. And you can try to start for profitability after that. A good thing I like to do is go 10 trades in a row of wins. Then I will scale my position size up a little bit. And as soon as I take a loss, I drop it back down to the last level I was on till I can make 10 good trades again. And that's a good way to keep your risk low and, keep your wallet intact while you're learning and getting screen time. Anyway, good luck. Any questions on MargEX, jump into one of the Telegram chat rooms that we have listed under the video here, because they change sometimes, and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks. Happy trading.